Yes, phone here. I thought it was yours. All right, cool.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light was so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched was so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's bright glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
From Couples Stadium on the south side of Pittsburgh, Three Rivers Broadcasting is proud to present Pittsburgh City League football. Today it is final day. We'll see if Westinghouse can make it 3 in a row. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Alex Fidryshevsky. Glad to be with you here. This is our final day at Couples Stadium for the Pittsburgh City League 2021 season. Let's review how we got here. Westinghouse entering today's contest 8-0. They defeated Seton LaSalle 38-0. Brashear 35-0, Allderdice 41-12, Union Local 56-12 from Ohio, UPrep 25-19, Butler 44-34, Perry Traditional Academy 51-0, and University Prep 17-0 in the semifinals last week. Allderdice entering 3-5, defeating University, Perry, and Brashear in the playoffs last week. Their losses, very tough ones to North Allegheny, Altoona, Westinghouse, Steubenville, and Brashear. We would like to thank our title sponsor for the Pittsburgh City League, as well as our sports coverage on Three Rivers Broadcasting, the Polish Falcons of America, providing a wide variety of financial and life insurance services. You can visit them for more information at polishfalcons.org. That's polishfalcons.org. Westinghouse will receive, and we'll get to see their electric offense led by junior quarterback Keyshawn Morcillo straight away out the gate here this afternoon. Dice to kick. That'll be fielded at the 20-yard line. And out to the 38 goes Collins. That was Kyron Collins on the kick return.
Tackles made by Darrell James.
Everybody looking for rosters today up here in the press box. And we're ready to go here. It'll be 1st and 10. Morcillo hands off to Malik Harris. Harris up the middle for a short gain. Harris, a 5'7", 175-pound senior running back. That'll bring up 2nd and 7 from the 43. Westinghouse really leading the resurgence of the Pittsburgh City League, both in the city and out. They've got, maybe not a Division I player on the team, but they certainly have a handful of college players on both sides of the ball. There's a flag down.
We have a flag
That's going to come back for a hold. That was George Benjamin providing the pressure for Allderdice. He's a 6'4", 365-pound lineman, easily the biggest lineman in the city. They'll bring up now 2nd and long for Westinghouse. Westinghouse is a team that we've talked about at Three Rivers Broadcasting on our Friday Football Scoreboard show throughout the season as one who can make big damage in the playoffs. We think that they've got enough talent at the wide receiver positions. Morcillo, definitely a talented quarterback. Screen pass goes to Harris, and that'll be back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Harris takes the screen pass.
That was number 55, Mario Watkins. Watkins is a 5'9", 230-pound freshman linebacker, so Jerry Hazlitt's team a little young this year. That'll bring up 3rd and 24. Morcillo rolls out to the right. Pass downfield. Intended for number 11, Davon Jones. Good defending by Allderdice. That was Noah Johnston and Eugene Hall on the coverage. That'll bring up 4th and Erie for Westinghouse. Quick 3 and out. And that's the start that Jerry Hazlitt and his Dragons were hoping for. Dropping deep to receive the kick will be Noah Johnston.
Johnston is back to receive the punt.
Snap is good. Kick is away and over and bounces past the 50. Takes a Westinghouse bounce down towards the 40. Inside, they'll down it at the 39, where Allderdice will take over 1st and 10 with 10:08 to go here in the opening quarter. Again, Alex Fidrashevsky with you on Three Rivers Broadcasting. The final game of the Pittsburgh City League regular season. Very, very happy to be with all of you. It's been a wonderful season down here at Couple Stadium. It's been great to have fans back in the stands, more media around as well. There's a lot of talent in the City League right now. Obviously, we talked about Tyrese Fearbury from Perry going to Kentucky. You've got Tamir Robinson, who unfortunately suffered a catastrophic knee injury. We hope that he'll bounce back well for his senior year. But here we go, 1st and 10 for Dice's Eric Jeter. To the right, that'll be for a gain of 8, and I take that back. That was Jayrone Parker, and we saw this last week in the semifinal. Jerry Hazlitt said they had been working on this in practice when we talked to him after the game, that he was going to go with a multi-look here in the semifinals and the finals. So as Eric Jeter is on the bench, and we're going to go with that Wildcat setup with the 5'10", 175-pound junior Parker, who ran all over Brashear. Parker keeps up the middle on 2nd and 3. He's close to the 1st down. That'll bring up probably 3rd and 1.
Parker leans forward for a gain of 1.
Third and a short one coming up for Allderdice. 2 receivers to either side of Parker. Parker keeps, he's up the middle, he's got 1st down yardage, and then he's across the 50. That'll move the sticks.
Parker fights his way up the middle for a gain of
That 1st down brought to you by Quick Drip IV. Life shouldn't stop because of what you did last night. The ultimate solution to taking back your day. We're going to be getting down with Newman and Bo very soon to do a feature on them. 1205 East Carson Street, Southside Pittsburgh, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. IV Hydration Therapy. Visit them online. QuickDripIV.com. We've got a flag false start on the offense.
motion against the offense. That's a 5-yard penalty.
We'll see how things shake down for the state tournament if we'll be doing games at Three Rivers Broadcasting. A lot depends where the Pittsburgh City League schools get sent. If they're close, we might be able to cover, but if they're out towards Somerset and Bedford, well, we're going to have to go hit up some more sponsors for that one. But here we go. 1st and 15 for Allderdice. 2 receivers to either side. Parker. His swing is complete to Noah Johnston. Johnston forward past the original line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 2nd and 8.
Complete to Johnston for a gain of 8.
Johnston is a 6'2", 175-pound senior. Parker hands off to Johnston. Johnston runs into a pile of defenders. That was number 51 leading the way, James Williams. That'll bring up 3rd and 7 for the Dragons from the 45. We'll also be down at Highmark Stadium tonight as the Pittsburgh Riverhounds take on Hartford. Home field advantage in the playoffs on the line. That pass is complete from Parker to Cornell Weems on the left side. Gain of 5, so they'll come up short. That'll bring up 4th and 2. And it looks like Allderdice will bring out the punt team. And on the 40, you definitely want to get rid of it. Don't want to take that chance this early in the game and give Westinghouse the ball anywhere near midfield. Khalil Taylor is back to receive. McKeezy will punt. Snap is good. Punt is away. Takes a bounce. And will be downed inside the 10. We'll call it at the 6-yard line. So a good punt there from McKeezy, 33 yards. And Westinghouse has 94 yards of Couples Stadium turf. But with this electric offense that they have led by Keyshawn Morcillo, Sincere Smith, Khalil Taylor, Jyron King, and so many others, you have to know that at any time they're just one big play away. Protect yours and provide for others with the Polish Falcons of America. If you could get great life insurance and make an impact in your community, why wouldn't you do both with the Polish Falcons? Call 1-800-535-2071. That's 1-800-535-2071. Visit them online at polishfalcons.org. Harris, up the gut, no gain. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 with 6:17 to go in the first quarter. Morcillo gets the play call in from the sidelines. He's in the gun. 2 receivers to the right and 1 to the left. Morcillo takes the snap, drops back. His pass across the middle is incomplete. That was behind the receiver. That was Davon Jones, the intended receiver.
Intended for Jones. Goes incomplete.
Coverage provided by Eugene Hall. That'll be 3rd and 9 now for Westinghouse. Morcillo drops back. He uncorks one towards midfield, and it is incomplete. Jones was there, covered by Eugene Hall. They're looking for a flag, but they're not going to get it. I think it was good coverage, and that'll be a 2nd consecutive 3 and out for Westinghouse, and they'll have to punt from their own 8-yard line. And thus far in the first quarter, Jerry Hazlitt's defense holding serve against the most powerful offense in the city. Punt is away, takes a bounce. It is fielded at the 48. If I was Johnston, I would be running away from that one, but he attempted to field it, and he took it back for about a yard only. It was a 39-yard punt. Excellent punt for Westinghouse. And now the Allderdice has a little more turf to go. Parker's going to come out as the quarterback. This portion of the contest is being brought to you by Waste Management. Parker uncorks one downfield. That is incomplete. That was intended for number 8, Weems. The coverage coming from Troy Brown. That'll bring up 2nd and 10, 5:32 to go here in the opening quarter. Waste Management is currently hiring for drivers in Western Pennsylvania. You can visit them careers.wm.com. That's careers.wm.com. Parker on 2nd and 10, bounces out to the right side. He's got some room and a blocker. He's got first down yardage down to the 32-yard line. Excellent run. Parker is a 5'10", 175-pound junior. First and 10 from the 32. Parker takes the snap to the left. He'll get a short gain on that. We'll call it about 3, maybe 4. Allderdice has a sizable offensive line. And until Westinghouse shows they can stop the run, Jerry Hazlitt's going to keep throwing it at them. And he is the dean of coaches in the City League, so when you get to this time of year, you never know what Jerry's got up his sleeve. Parker takes the snap. Pressure coming. That pass is complete. Screen to Johnson. He's down to the 20, and that'll be another first down. Very, very patient Parker. Let the play develop. The screen to Noah Johnston. Blackwell stepped in for the tackle. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Dragons. Another look. Robert Brown now playing in the Wildcat position. Brown is stood up, gets a gain of 3 yards. This is another one of those looks from Coach Hazlitt.
Tries the right side for a gain of 2.
So if they don't turn the ball over, they should get at least 3 points.
2nd and 8 with 4 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Brown in the quarterback position, if you will, the Wildcat. Johnston to the right of him, 2 receivers to either side. Brown takes the snap. Up the middle, he's got a block from Johnston, and that's another good gain. It'll set up 3rd and short.
Brown keeps. It goes up the middle for a gain of 4.
Where Allderdice stands, you won't be kicking. You're going to go for, especially if you can get a yard here, you'll go for it on 4th and 2. Parker is in at the quarterback position. Takes the snap. Parker up the gut. Inside the 20. That's going to be really close. We'll see if they have to come out and measure. It looks like they're right on the line. That's going to be 4th and a ruler. So you'll go for it here if you're Allderdice. Though I would be confident in Molly's ability to hit a field goal. I saw some video of her in the summer. She was hitting them from past the 20. Parker is stood up, and he is hit. We'll see if he gets there. It looks like they stopped him at the line, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Big hit.
Westinghouse will take over on downs.
think he's one of the
Senior
few.
wide
Yeah,
receivers,
he's actually one of the few seniors on Westinghouse. Very young
Westinghouse is
football
loaded.
player.
That was Fennell who came through and blew the play up. Number 21.
What a stand. See, that's what I was talking about. Snap does not change the momentum. They could have had it easy. Now they stop him.
And now, can we ask the question that I just posed? With the best kicker in the City League for 20-something yards, would you have trusted Molly Virtue there? We'll see. Morcillo drops back to pass, rolls out to the right. He's got a man. Pressure coming. Ball is loose. Dove on in the end zone, and it's an Allderdice touchdown. That was number 50, DeAndre Wells, who recovered the loose ball. And with 2:25 to go in the first quarter, it's 6-0 Allderdice, and all of a sudden, Molly's got her chance. Jordan's favorite player out here now.
What a turnaround. DeAndre Wells, 6 foot, 260 pounds. That's a guard's dream. First score goes to the guard.
Molly Virtue on to attempt the extra point. Hold is good. Molly's kick is blocked.
And the extra point attempt is blocked. And so fans,
With 2 minutes and 25 seconds to go in the first quarter, we'll step aside here on Three Rivers Broadcasting. Allderdice 6, Westinghouse 0.
Are you looking for a job that can turn into a career? If so, why don't you hit the road with Waste Management? Waste Management is hiring experienced and entry-level CDL truck drivers and technicians. If you're at least 18 years of age, come join our growing team and get up to a $7,000 sign-on bonus based on experience. WM offers competitive pay and industry-leading benefits, including tuition reimbursement for yourself and dependents. Start your tomorrow today. Visit WM online at careers.wm.com. Carnegie Ironworks is Pittsburgh's go-to for artistic, unique, and decorative steel and iron designs. We provide custom fencing, interior and exterior railings, outdoor fire pits, window coverings, and much more. If you can think of it, we can fabricate it. Find us on the web at www.carnegieiron.com. That's Carnegie Ironworks, for when you need it, for 500 years.
We're back here on Three Rivers Broadcasting. Alex Fidorashevsky with you. The Pittsburgh City League Final. We've been with you all year here, and it's been a wonderful time down at Couple Stadium. Allderdice leading Westinghouse 6-0. The kick was returned by Taylor to the 26. We'll have a block in the back against Westinghouse. So with 2:18 to go in the opening quarter, Westinghouse will take over 1st and 10 on their 14. So once again, not necessarily the best field positioning for the house. Westinghouse will take over 1st and 10. This portion of the contest being brought to you by our friends at Quick Drip IV. Harris bounces out to the left side, gets a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 2nd and 5 with 2 to go in the opening quarter.
Harris goes off left tackle for a gain of 6.
No big ones. He got 5 on it, so he'll take that. You know, see something better than before.
You can visit Quick Trip IV at quicktripiv.com. They're open Thursday through Monday from 10 until 8, 1205 East Carson Street, Southside Pittsburgh. Morcillo keeps. There's going to be a full. Are we going to get a no flag? Ooh, okay. It looked like a face mask to me, but got away with it. That was Keyshawn Warren, 6'1", 260-pound sophomore in on the tackle. And that'll bring up 3rd and 4.
Looks like Allderdice
1 minute to go. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. A little bit more protection from Morcillo now. Morcillo drops back. Morcillo rolls out as the pocket breaks down. Pressure coming. And he is brought down and sacked for a loss. And Allderdice defense comes up again. That was number 22, Devin Johnson, the junior linebacker who came in. George Benjamin broke through the line and slowed Morcillo up enough, and that'll bring up 4th down, and they'll have to punt away as the quarter ends, as the play clock will run out just before that. Noah Johnston is deep to punt, to receive the punt. Bad snap, and it is downed in the end zone, and that's going to be a safety. That'll push it to 8-0 with 10 seconds to go.
Safety. 2 points for Allderdice.
Still 10 seconds to go in the first quarter. Westinghouse might settle down.
That makes it 8-0 in favor of Allderdice. We'll keep it here till the end of the quarter. Again, we'd like to thank all of our fine sponsors at Three Rivers Broadcasting for their support, including Report It, Jim Rat Performance Training, Lawrence Repair, Pennsylvania Football News, Steel City Grease Traps, Carnegie Ironworks, Mother of Mercy Academy, Waste Management, the Polish Falcons of America, and Quick Trip IV. So Allderdice will get the ball right back, and this is certainly the best first quarter that Jerry Hazlitt could have possibly hoped for. And we talked to Jerry Hazlitt multiple times over the course of the season, including North Allegheny, Altoona, and Steubenville. They had a game with Oak Glen out in West Virginia get canceled, which would have been another tough test. And we talked about this in general with the City League. I've loved the kind of upgrading competition you had. Brashear take on McDowell. Westinghouse went out to Ohio. And unfortunately, Westinghouse's marquee game against Kirtland, Ohio was canceled. So there was certainly a nice step up for all the schedules. It'll be the free kick now. That'll be Martin to kick away. That's taken by Terrell James. We haven't heard from him yet. And with 4 seconds to go, the sophomore brings it inside the 40, an 18-yard return. There'll be time for one play, as Eric Jeter is in at quarterback now. And he's got Terrell James in the backfield. 1st and 10 from the 40. Jeter hands off to James. James is tripped up. Gets a gain of 1, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. So at the end of one quarter here on Three Rivers Broadcasting from Couple Stadium, it's Allderdice 8.
That ends our first quarter of play with the score.
Westinghouse 0.
Are you looking for a job that can turn into a career? If so, why don't you hit the road with Waste Management? Waste Management is hiring experienced and entry-level CDL truck drivers and technicians. If you're at least 18 years of age, come join our growing team and get up to a $7,000 sign-on bonus based on experience. WM offers competitive pay and industry-leading benefits, including tuition reimbursement for yourself and dependents. Start your tomorrow today. Visit WM online at careers.wm.com.
We're back here for the second quarter on Three Rivers Broadcasting. Alex Fidorashevsky with you. 8-0 Allderdice as we get started. It's 2nd and 9 from the 39. And we'll have a whistle. Looks like the chains have not been moved appropriately. It's not like us up here in the booth. We're trying to manage stats and rosters. All they have to do is move the chains, folks. It's not that hard. We got some one-man crews up here today. Jeter is in. He is normally the starting quarterback for Allderdice. The sophomore drops back. He's going to chuck it downfield. He's got a man that is batted away. Good defending there from Deshaun Blackwell.
Jeter's pass intended for Weems. He's broken up by
He had Weems.
But an even better play by Westinghouse's cornerback. Very impressed with those guys. We know they're ready. I don't know how many other guys at Westinghouse have been playing ready, but those guys have been on it. The balls are waiting up.
The Westinghouse crowd starting to get into it. They want their team to get a big stop here on 3rd and 9. Jeter, pitch out to James. James has a hole. That'll bring up 4th and manageable, but there's a flag. We'll see. That might be a hold.
That referee came late. Running back was already
holding against the offense.
All right. Life just got a lot easier thanks to Karen Arnold. The rosters are now in front of us. Can we get these every game? It was worth the ask. All right. That'll be 3rd and 9. Well, we tried. But this is great. We've got a nice program and a roster in front of us here. I think all of us in the broadcast booth are happy now. 3rd and 19 after the penalty back at midfield. Jeter drops back to pass. He sends one downfield, and in double coverage, that's batted down. Blackwell and Taylor on the coverage. That'll bring up 4th and long, and they will have to punt. Good stand there by Westinghouse, and they needed to get a stop there and get the ball back.
He's made 2 big plays on this drive, saved a short fire touchdown.
So 11:24 to go now in the second quarter.
Turner is back deep for the Bulldogs.
Dante Green's going to take a timeout. We'll step aside here and hear from Gym Rat Performance Training.
That's their first for the first half.
Are you an athlete looking to take your game and performance to the next level? Gym Rat Performance Training is where Pittsburgh's elite competitors go to train. We specialize in personal training, strength, speed, and agility training, sports-specific training, and we offer the best basketball player development in the City of Champions. If you are ready to transform your body, expand your mind, and reach your potential, it's time to join the Rat Pack at gymratpt.com. That's GYMRATPT.com. Gym Rat Performance Training, punishing Pittsburgh since 2016 because rats don't rest.
Snap is high, punt is away. That'll take a bounce at the 30, bounce inside to the 21, where Westinghouse will take over 1st and 10. 28-yard punt with no return. It'll be 1st and 10 for Westinghouse from their 21.
Wilkinsburg as well. But he's done a great job. He has the program headed in a great direction. kudos to him. We've interviewed him the last 3 years. Gave our coach of the year a couple times as well.
He's getting used to interviewing him like Buddy Valinsky.
Oh, yeah. Oh, right.
For Allderdice basketball.
He got a way to go.
Sports Center contest brought to you by the Polish Falcons of America. Their new term life insurance plan is the perfect choice for young individuals and families looking to plan for tomorrow today. Call 1-800-535-2071. Hand off to Harris, bounces out to the left. He's got a good amount of running room in front of him. That's a first down. Pickup of about 15 yards.
Yeah, I know. There was a question.
And for the first time this afternoon, Westinghouse is able to move the sticks.
You were tangled in the backfield. Now, maybe that's more of this going down, but you got to be careful.
Yeah.
Got to be very careful.
They did enough penalties right now. They committed a ton so far. 8-0.
Westinghouse moves the sticks for the first time. Morcillo in the gun. Takes the snap, keeps it himself up the middle. He'll get to the line of scrimmage, forces himself forward, and he's brought down by Johnston.
Marcelo keeps and picks up 5.
Put all his weight on that short right there. Ooh, that hurt me from up here.
One reason why he was able to get
Benjamin laying on him, 365 pounds.
every quarterback that got those yardage.
2nd and 5 from the 41. Morcillo takes the snap. Handoff goes to Collins. He's in the backfield. He's losing a ton. That's a country mile loss. Johnston in there as well as Robert Brown, among others.
Robert Brown, but just a bad decision.
That'll bring up 3rd and
He's dropped.
Take the 2 yards.
almost 20. That's a 15-yard loss, so it will be 3rd and 20. Three receivers to the left of Morcillo, one to the right. Morcillo will throw, drops back to pass. That one is batted away, and there's a flag that comes in from 50 yards away.
Now, here's the thing. In high school, that's not an automatic first down, if I'm not mistaken.
Brandon Massey gets called. They say
That'll go against
Isn't that the rule in high school? It's not an automatic first
Brandon Massey.
right. That was 3rd and 20. Let's see what they say.
And that's going to be pass interference.
He's still third. Yeah, that's right. It's not-
It'll stay 3rd down, but that'll make it 3rd and much more manageable for.
House pass interference.
What a penalty.
You know, that's the weird
It's a rough penalty to take for Allderdice, but it'll bring up again now 3rd and manageable with 9:45 to go in the second quarter. As
The authority.
Morcillo will
Back off.
take the snap.
There's a shot clock. 8 seconds left in the shot. Shot clock.
Play clock running down. Morcillo takes the snap, and there's a flag on the play. That's going to be a false start on the offense.
That's a 5-yard.
And here we go now on 3rd down, as it'll be 3rd and 10 after the penalty. 4 receivers to the left. Morcillo drops back, rolls out. He has field, and he's got a first down and more. There's a flag.
Wow. The referees are playing flag.
3 flags on 3 plays, and I think that one should be coming back.
Marcelo keeps for gain of 24.
There would be a 24-yard gain and more than enough for a first down, but we'll see what comes out of the conference of officials.
I thought he might have called holding on one of the receivers over there. But that is there.
Here comes the official. We'll see what the call is.
Big call here.
That's going to go against Allderdice. That's a 15-yard penalty. And now Westinghouse is in business. That'll set up 1st and 10 at the 25 for Morcillo. One receiver to either side. Morcillo takes the snap. Handoff to Khalil Taylor. Taylor is stuck at the line for no gain. Demarius Geeter in on the tackle. He's a sophomore linebacker.
We saw big number 72 George Benjamin go off the field. He's winning. He's made some plays. Helmet off. They may have a little extra time right now.
2nd and 10. 8-0 Allderdice here on Three Rivers Broadcast. With you for the City League Final. Morcillo pass is complete to number 8, Sincere Smith. Great tackle by Massey.
Marcelo's pass complete to Smith for a loss of 1.
It'll be a loss of 1. That'll bring up 3rd and 11, but it's 2-down territory for Westinghouse. They're not going to punt from the 26. We'd like to thank Pennsylvania Football News for partnering with us here at Three Rivers Broadcasting. They are the leading source of high school football news and information in the Commonwealth. Check them out, pafootballnews.com, and on Twitter, almost 30,000 followers at PA Football News. Morcillo takes a snap. There's a flag. That's going to be a delay of game against Westinghouse, and that's been a problem for them over the course of the season. They struggle to get the plays off sometimes. That'll push them back further. That'll set up 3rd and 15 with 7:50 to go here in the first half. Reminder that you can catch our Polka Sunday starting at noon tomorrow. Snap is high. Morcillo bobbles it. He holds on. Launches one deep into the end zone. Big hit, and that comes loose. And that was Sincere Smith, and he is down. And he is shaken. Brandon Massey in there on the coverage as well, and that'll bring up 4th down. It'll be 4th and 16 from the 31. I would anticipate that Morcillo will stay out there. The Allderdice defense has done a fantastic job in the defensive backfield to slow down this electric Westinghouse offense. They've also taken advantage of some mistakes and turnovers. It'll bring up 4th long from the 31. 8-0 Allderdice with 7:40 to go in the opening half. Morcillo in the gun, 3 receivers to the right. He drops back. Pressure coming as the pocket breaks down. He's going to go deep towards Collins. That is incomplete, and Allderdice will take over on downs.
Marcelo's pass intended for Collins. Outside of bounds, incomplete. Allderdice will take over on downs.
This portion of the contest being brought to you by Waste Management. Waste Management is currently hiring for drivers here in Western Pennsylvania. You can visit them online, careers.wm.com. That's careers.wm.com. Parker will keep. He's back in the Wildcat position. He stood up for no gain. And we talked about this in the semifinal. Jerry Hazlitt pulled out this look where he began the Wildcat formations with Parker and Robert Brown, also used Terrell James and Noah Johnston last week. I wouldn't be surprised if we see James and Johnston take snaps at some point during this game as well. He's going to throw multiple looks. Handoff goes to Johnston. That was number 6, Jeter. And Fennell in there as well. That'll bring up 3rd and 7. And a good defensive stand here by Westinghouse. And this is a little more of what we've been accustomed to with them. Setting up 3rd and long now for Allderdice. 2 receivers to either side. Allderdice seems a little confused, but 9 seconds to go on the play clock. 3rd and 7 from their 34. Parker takes the snap, drops back, pressure coming, pocket breaks down. He has room. He's got a first down and more across the 50, and he's down to the 47-yard line, but there's a flag. Looks like that one's coming back. I think that'll be a hold against Allderdice. We'll await the call. It's an illegal block on Allderdice, so that'll move them back 15 yards from the spot of the foul. So we'll replay 3rd down, and now it'll be 3rd and about 15 with 5:55 to go in the opening half for Allderdice from their 26. Jetter's pass is complete. It'll be short. That was completed to Cornell Weems.
Jetter's pass complete to Weems for a gain of 11.
And it's a gain of 11, but they'll come up short. It'll bring up 4th and 4, so they will punt. Khalil Taylor is back to receive. Snap is low. Punt is away. It'll take a bounce in favor of Allderdice and be down at the 31-yard line, where Westinghouse will take over with 4:54 to go in the opening quarter. Remember, you could join us on Wednesdays for the Three Rivers Broadcasting Sports Report. Myself and Coach Krzyzewski and Joey the Truth and a host of guests will whip you around the world that is Pittsburgh sports. That's, again, every Wednesday evening. The Three Rivers Broadcasting Sports Report. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 31. Handoff goes to Malik Harris, and he's got nothing going backwards. That'll be a loss of 2. George Benjamin coming through.
For a 3-yard loss.
And the 6'4", 365-pound senior certainly making the most out of his final appearance at Couples Stadium. That'll be 2nd and 13 now from the 28. Snap taken. Morcillo drops back. That pass is intended for number 15, Tamir O'Neal, the sophomore. And the timing is just off on the routes today for Westinghouse. It's Morcillo's a little bit behind his receivers. So that'll bring up now 3rd and 13 from the 28. Yeah, no, Westinghouse coming in undefeated. They defeated Allderdice 41-12 very convincingly in the regular season, but trailing right now in the playoffs in the second time around. And, you know, in high school football, it's tough to beat a team twice in a year. We're going to have another flag. That's going to be a false start on the offense, and penalties are just killing Westinghouse today. That'll now set up 3rd and 18 from the 23. Though with Morcillo at the helm, 3rd and 18 isn't that long. So here we go, 3rd and 18 from the 23. Morcillo rolls out to the right. Pass is screened to Kyron Collins, and that's not even back to the original line of scrimmage. Westinghouse is going to have to punt once again. Allderdice very patient defensively. And Hawkin to the ball. It'll be 4th and 14 from the 27 with just about 3:30 to go. Terrell James, the 6 foot, 185-pound sophomore, will receive. We're going to have a timeout called by Allderdice. We'll step aside and hear from Waste Management.
Are you looking for a job that can turn into a career? If so, why don't you hit the road with Waste Management? Waste Management is hiring experienced and entry-level CDL truck drivers and technicians. If you're at least 18 years of age, come join our growing team and get up to a $7,000 sign-on bonus based on experience. WM offers competitive pay and industry-leading benefits, including tuition reimbursement for yourself and dependents. Start your tomorrow today. Visit WM online at careers.wm.com.
We're back here at Three Rivers Broadcasting. Alex Fidorshevsky with you. Punt away, down 33 yards with no return. 3 minutes to go in the half.
It's getting close to halftime. Now would be a good time to start your way down to the concession stand.
That Shanko defense one time, and that was it. They shut that down. That's a clear that at least 16.
It's like Parker is back in that Wildcat position. Screen to Johnston. Get 2 yards.
Pass was complete to Johnston for a 2-yard gain.
Get them on their heels. They start. Everybody wants to become a hero. You know what I mean? Right.
Bring up 2nd and 8 with 2:50 to go in the half. 8-0 in favor of Allderdice. The fumble recovery for a touchdown and then a safety have us set where we're at. Snap is taken by Parker. He falls forward for a gain of 2. That'll bring up 3rd and 6. Something's going on above us. Here we go, 3rd and 5 from the 44. Parker drops back. His short pass is complete for a first down. That was Cornell Weems on the reception. They'll move the sticks.
Parker's pass complete to Weems for a gain of 8.
1:45 to go in the opening half. See if Dice can maybe tack on some more points. 2 receivers to either side. Parker's pass across the middle is complete again to Cornell Weems for another big gain. That's a gain of almost 20.
Parker's pass again complete to Weems for a gain of 19. Another Dragon first down.
It's another first down. The final portion of the half is being brought to you by the Polish Falcons of America. Parker wheels away from the pressure, and he gains another 6. 1:10 to go.
Scrambles for a gain of 5.
Allderdice will take a timeout. We'll keep it here with only a minute to go until halftime.
Timeout is called by Allderdice.
If the recent ups and downs in the markets make you feel helpless and jittery, you're not alone. Right now, you can take control of your savings and earn up to a guaranteed 2.75% with a Safeguard CD annuity from the Polish Falcons of America. A PFA Safeguard CD annuity can provide you protection from unpredictability. Conditions apply. Learn more by calling the Falcons 1-800-535-2071. That's 1-800-535-2071, or visit them online at www.polishfalcons.org. Again, we'd like to thank the Polish Falcons for their support of Three Rivers Broadcasting. Coming up at the half, we'll be airing our community spotlight on the NPC North American Bodybuilding Championship. Parker rolls out. He's got time. That pass is incomplete. He had 2 receivers in the territory. Devin Johnson and Weems. Somebody got to go get that ball. So that'll bring up 3rd and 5. And it's 2 down territory from the 25.
Right now, Parker's speed is giving Westinghouse problems, and he's showing that he can pass the ball as well.
2 receivers will set up to either side of Parker. And Parker drops back. Got another screen. He's got Johnston. That's a first down. No flags. Johnston breaks loose. 5. Touchdown. And Allderdice tacks one on right before the half. Run there. Noah Johnston on the reception. He was down and dead to rights. He powered his way through it. And he got in. With 53 seconds to go, Allderdice leading 14-0. Here comes Molly Virtue.
Another touchdown. Now we look at history maker.
We'll bring out our intern Jordan Yanniga's favorite player, Molly Virtue, for the extra point. Let's see if the line can hold. Snap is good. Molly's kick is up, and it is no good. So it'll stay 14-0.
And so fans with 53 seconds remaining in the first.
With 53 seconds to go, Allderdice 2 scores to the good.
Westinghouse, 0.
We'll take a quick break here from Waste Management.
Are you looking for a job that can turn into a career? If so, why don't you hit the road with Waste Management? Waste Management is hiring experienced and entry-level CDL truck drivers and technicians. If you're at least 18 years of age, come join our growing team and get up to a $7,000 sign-on bonus based on experience. WM offers competitive pay and industry-leading benefits, including tuition reimbursement for yourself and dependents. Start your tomorrow today. Visit WM online at careers.wm.com.
We're back here on Three Rivers Broadcasting. Alex Fidrishevsky with you. It's 14-0 in favor of Allderdice. It is not a happy sideline for Westinghouse right now. They're right in front of us. Lots of heads down. Allderdice will trot off the field very confidently if they are holding 14-0 at the break.
Collins are back deep.
This is the shock of the Peter so far. Westinghouse, they haven't lost the game in years.
Westinghouse looking a little pedestrian here today. And probably the worst day to have a bad half. City League final. I think right now, if you're Westinghouse, you want to take the kick out and get to the half.
23 of the past 24 games. They're not losing the city's over 3.
It's a good kick. It's deep. Takes a bounce and is fielded at the 9 by Taylor. Taylor is stood up at the 26. Breaks a couple of tackles before he's driven backwards. And with 44 seconds to go, Westinghouse can probably get one play in and then head to the half. But we'll see if they look downfield to try to cut into this lead before halftime. 44 seconds to go. And again, a very, very good first half here from Coach Jerry Hazlitt's Dragons. The 2 extra points have been blocked. Here we go. 1st and 10 from the 27. Morcillo rolls out. Pressure coming. Pocket breaks down. That pass is complete to Kyron Collins. That'll move the sticks.
Marcelo's pass complete to Collins for a gain of 14.
It's a gain of 14 and a first down.
First down.
30 seconds to go in the half. 60 yards to go for Westinghouse. We'll see if they can do anything. Morcillo rolls out. Pressure coming. Pocket breaks down. There's a flag. That's going to be a hold, so this becomes a free play. And there's a second flag. The first flag definitely going to be a hold. And you have to believe the second one's probably going against them as well. The referees will gather. Great pressure coming from Allderdice. I think they're going to go talk to Coach Hazlitt about what he wants the penalty situation to be. Allderdice has gotten a good push on the defensive front the entire first half, gotten into the backfield, given Morcillo fits, got him on the run, broken the pocket down. So let's see. Here we go. Let's find out what these penalties are here. They're going backwards for sure. So there's 2 penalties on the play. So it's an illegal man downfield. That's decline, and then you got the hold. So
There are 2 penalties on the flag.
it'll stay.
Illegal man down. The holding penalty was accepted.
Westinghouse, 5 or 6 penalties here in the first half have set them back. And with 10 seconds to go, it looks like they'll walk off the field. And we have hit halftime at Couple Stadium. And if this isn't the shocker of the season so far, Allderdice 14, Westinghouse 0. And we'll be back with the second half after this on Three Rivers Broadcasting.
This is Jordan Yanniga, host of Three Rivers Broadcasting Community Spotlight. Today we're here at the Sheraton in Station Square for the NPC North American Championship. The NPC North American Championship will be held here in Pittsburgh from September 1st through the 4th.
I'm here with Angela, Herdman, Teresa. All right, and you ladies are part of the bikini division, correct? Yes, ma'am. All right, can you give us a little bit of insight into that division? Sure. I think it's a little bit more of a holistic division where it's, it has a lot of crossover exercises and it's a crossover between the different things. It's a lot more achievable for us women than it is than, bodybuilding would be. So I think it's a lifestyle division.
Yeah, this will be my ninth show, so since 2014, so about 7 years, but I think, and then training for this show for 12 great program. Yeah.
I trained for this camp for now it's 9 weeks, but I've been training my whole life. So yeah, and I did a show like 8 years ago, and I came in last. It's all right. I know. It's okay. It's all right. But hey, I did come in first in one show. That's why I'm here. Well, good luck today, ladies. I'm backstage at the NPC North American Championship. I'm here with Stephanie Jordan, Olivia McBride, Nicole Stewart. All right, so how does it feel being backstage? Very exciting. Very exciting. Wellness division. Okay. Yes. So tell me a little bit about the wellness division.
So it's primarily quad, glute, hamstring dominant with a smaller frame for body. So they're really trying to focus on emphasizing the lower body parts, which is a great different from the other categories. So I'm very excited to see.
She nailed it. I can't top that.
All right. Well, good luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm here with Tabitha. Hi. So tell us a little bit about the division you're in and what it means to be in the bikini division.
Well, today I'm doing 45 and over Masters Bikini, and it's pretty special. I just turned 45 in June, so I decided, oh my God, let's do it, and all the way to the North Americans. So I'm Canadian, so I took a long 3 flights to get here, and I'm pretty excited.
Well, congratulations and good luck today.
Thank you.
So Serena, you do the tanning for these competitions. Can you give us some insight as to why this tanning is so important?
So pretty much getting up on stage with those, if we did not darken the skin a little bit, most people would be washed out. Even people with the darkest complexion, just need to have that little bit of a pop to their skin, because that's what really shows that definition on stage. So after we get that beautiful stage bronzer on them, get that little bit of shine, that's when you really get that full stage look to you, where you see all of the definition. It brings out all those little pieces that you want the judges to see, that you would not see without that little bit of color. So it's not just an aesthetic thing, like, I want to be beautiful and tan. There is an actual purpose for it.
So are most of them not tanning beds, but spray tans?
Most of them, yeah. At least anybody here, nobody can have the right complexion to go up on stage by themselves. Even, the dark people just need a little bit of pop to them. Otherwise, everybody would just look matte. Because having that, just a normal skin color, it's just not made for being up on stage. Everybody having at least a little bit, even 1 or 2 coats of tan is just essential to be up on stage.
Okay, well, thank you so much. I'm here with Michelle Cordreas, who just won. So can you tell us a little bit about what you just won?
So I just won my pro card, my IFBB pro card. Yeah, so exciting!
Congratulations!
Thank you so much. Thank you. I took it in the 45 and older group. I also took second in the 50 and older, so I'm just very proud of what I brought today, and would like to definitely thank God for allowing me to be healthy and be here. So may I glorify Him.
Yes. Well, congratulations. You said you're a mother of 5. Oh my God.
Yeah, so I'm a mother of 5, twins to boot with that, and I'm very blessed to have 5 great children that I have 2 of them with me here, and just great support team. They put up with my dieting and support me, and I'm so blessed with my kids.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you,
Thank you
Jordan.
so much.
Thank you so much.
I'm here with Brittany Diamond here at the NPC North American Championship. How are you today?
I'm good. I competed this morning, and now we're just waiting for the finals and top 5 get to do a routine. So I'm excited. It's kind of just a waiting game, waiting for touch-ups, all of that, just hanging out behind stage. So,
how long have you been doing this for?
So this is actually my second show ever. I just qualified 2 weeks ago, and I'm new to the sport, but I have a background. I've always been a competitive athlete, and it's just kind of a new endeavor for me.
So awesome. And you said before this interview that you do a little bit on ESPN here.
I have. So I'm a pro strongwoman. I have my pro card for the middleweight woman, and now that I kind of transitioning into more bodybuilding and a few other things, I was invited to host the World's Strongest Man middleweight down in South Carolina in April. So they had a segment on ESPN too. So it's fun because it's like, my personal goal is to get all strength sports, bodybuilding, powerlifting, as well as strongman to kind of all merge. They're so separated. So I'm kind of hoping to bridge that gap in a way.
That is awesome. Well, good luck with that.
Thank you so much.
And thank you so much.
Teresa Ivancic, IFBB Pro.
Christine Mon. And you were in the bikini division today, correct? How did that go? I'm good. Yeah, surprisingly well. Okay, also, you are her coach.
This is our first national show.
First one, okay. Can you both give us a little insight as to how important it is to have a good coach through this?
I think for someone that's just getting started on things, it is very important to have a coach so you have a really good experience. They can monitor your food, your posing, your training, but and just help you out and just be a mentor to you. So I think it's very important.
To guide you and tell us what to write, what's going on with your body every week, and I think it's very helpful that way.
And congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm here with Steven at the NPC North American Championship. So can you tell us a little bit about being a couple in this world here? Go for it.
A lot of sacrifice relationship-wise, because I competed in July and she competed in August and September. So we had a lot of fights, of course, but we try to make it work. But it's
not too many fights though, but it's lots of sacrifices, giving each other our space, and just, I tried my best to help them as much as I can, make life easier. But yeah, honestly, overall though, it was a really good prep between us. So we kind of just focused on, we supported each other, focused on our goals. And he did great at his national show.
Awesome. Now, did you guys get into this together or before you guys?
So I started 6 years ago. This is her first time doing it. So
so 3 shows in 1 month.
Awesome. Well, congratulations.
Thank
Good
you.
luck.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I'm here with Body by Brownies. Can you give us a little insight as to what you're selling?
Yeah, so my name is Zach Buckeye. I am the owner of our company, Buckeye Brownies. We actually bake gourmet half-pound brownies and ship them across the United States. Today we're at North Americans at a bodybuilding competition for selling these amazing, mouth-watering, delicious brownies to all the hard-working competitors out there. We have tons of different flavors, and they are great for post-show, rewarding yourself, birthday parties, whatever you got. So, and like I said, we ship all over the country, so check us out, BuckeyeBrownies.com.
Jordan, and I'm here with Malcolm.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Fantastic.
Can you give us a little insight as to what you're selling here?
Okay, yeah, so I'm actually working for Vajaku brand, based out of Phoenix, Arizona. We sell massage guns. We focus on helping the athlete with a better than a massage gun, but a percussion gun, focusing on stronger strength, more RPMs, rounds per minute, and just getting the best experience for the athlete. So, you have any questions about the gun, or?
So, are there not ones that are that small?
There are a lot of small ones out there, and there's so many brands out there. You're gonna see like the Theragun, some of the best guns in the market, honestly. So a lot of celebrity based. Jagu, we're up and coming out from 2012, but over the past 10 years, we've learned how to develop a lot of these big teams out there. Over 20 NFL MLB teams, over 700 chiropractors and massage therapists, years ago throughout the country, and it's just now it's starting to become like almost like a family brand.
Yeah.
So,
well, thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Swing by. Talk to you later.
Here with JM at the NPC North American Championship here in Pittsburgh. So how's the weekend going so far?
Long.
Very long?
Very long.
It's coming to an end today, huh?
Yes. I say this is actually day 5 because we started with check-ins on Tuesday, and then the contest started on Wednesday through today. But the check-ins are long days also. Yeah. So this is truly day 5.
Truly day 5, okay.
Yes.
So how long has your family been in this business?
Oh, geez. Well, as far as long as I've been alive, which is 58. My father was a competitor, so he started working out in high school in the 1950s.
Wow.
And he was a competitor. He actually won the Mr. Pittsburgh in 1971.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So he competed. Then he transitioned over to like judging and that. We used to have Mannion's Gym in Carnegie from 1979 through 1984, and the National Physique Committee kept growing bigger and bigger, and he became the president, and his duties there just were taking him away from the gym. Just couldn't survive anymore.
Yeah.
Like he really had no time to give to that anymore.
Okay.
So that's why it was shut down. But we still utilize that space for, we call it our NPC photo gym, where we do all our filming for NPC News Online.
Okay.
But it's a private gym. People are looking for it. We're hidden in plain sight. We don't have signs on the building. We don't even have the number, like the street number. So don't come looking for us because you won't find us. When people come, I send them the address and a picture of the building.
That's
Today I said, tell the Uber driver stop here.
Oh, that's all they need.
Yeah.
So has this become a full-time job for you?
Yes, it's been a full-time job.
All right. And how many members of your family are involved?
Everybody.
Everyone.
Yeah, so that would be us, and my parents were 6.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
So how much gets put into these shows?
A lot. People don't see what goes on behind the scenes. It's like a lot of things. It's whether it's like a concert or a sporting event. There's so much that goes on behind the scenes for months. It's not just weeks. You start advertising this months in advance, doing social media for advertising now, which is, back in the day you would do ads and things, right? But now it's all social media based. So yeah, and you have crews and of expediters, people checking in, and you have the judges and everything else. So there's a lot here.
A lot that goes into it. What do you see in the future for these new divisions with men and women?
Well, I think they're great. The newest one we have this year is wellness for women. As I say, wellness is basically for women that play power sports, like soccer, track and field, gymnastics, dancing, different things like that. So they're a little more lower body dominant, and the upper body is more like bikini competitors. So like when I was in Brazil, and one of the first times that I saw it, and I saw these tall competitors that are like 5'9", I'm like, I know basketball doesn't do that for them. You being a basketball player would understand that, right? You're not going to get these big thighs, right? So I'm like, I can't figure out how these tall women look like the other ones. So I asked somebody to translate and ask them what they, like, did they ever play sports and what they ever played, and the simple answer was they were beach volleyball players.
Okay.
You figure from the time you were a kid, like you probably played basketball.
Yeah.
Like my kids wrestled and played soccer. They went to the beach and jumping up and down the sand every day.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was like, well, as soon as they said it, I'm like, makes total sense.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I can see what I told you.
Yeah, it does make sense. Thank you so much. I mean, the shows, this was my first time seeing anything like this. It was amazing. Absolutely breathtaking.
Yeah, did you get a chance to go backstage?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and talk to some of the girls. Everyone was very nice.
Yeah.
Well set up. Well set up.
Yeah, the I don't know if it's weird or not, but the competitors, they don't look at each other as like adversaries.
No, everyone was very friendly. They're like, oh, this one's my friend. I've only known her for a week, but I mean,
Yeah,
everyone's
but you see,
very-
like they're like all camped out together,
Yeah.
and they're talking, and you know, I don't know if they share food much because that's a little different. That might go across the line, but I mean, yeah, you'll see them cheering for other ones.
Yeah, they support each other well.
Yeah, absolutely, and you even see that in the men's division too.
Yeah.
Which is nice. Because you think of, rivalries and stuff. Now, of course, there are ones that you don't like. They don't like people or whatever. But, I would say the majority of it, everybody knows what the other person put into it. That they had the same journey as them. Yes.
All right. Well, thank you so much for this. Thank you. And thank you for having us.
Oh, well, I'm happy to be on, and hopefully you guys will have us on again.
Yes. Going to my very first bodybuilding show, I had no idea what to expect. I was surprised with kindness from everyone, especially the people who put this show together. The amount of hard work and dedication these men and women have to this world of fitness is more than just posing on a stage. It is a lifestyle, and I am so grateful and inspired by this experience. So if you're looking to challenge your body and mind, look no further than the National Physique Committee.
We're back here at Three Rivers Broadcasting. Alex Fidryshevsky with you. It is halftime, 14-0 in favor of Allderdice. A little bit of a surprise here. Jerry Hazlitt's Dragons hawking to the ball on defense, took advantage of a couple of turnovers, and then got a passing touchdown late in the half. Extra points have been blocked, but it still stands, again, 14-0 in favor of Allderdice. A little bit of a surprise here. Westinghouse, their offense largely dormant in the first quarter, came alive a little bit towards the end of the second quarter, but they still are struggling against an Allderdice team that has come out on an emotional high this afternoon. We're just about 60 seconds away from the start of the second half. We would like to thank Karen Arnold for working with us here at Three Rivers Broadcasting this high school football season. And, of course, we would like to thank all of our fine football sponsors here at Three Rivers Broadcasting. Report It, Gym Rat Performance Trading, Lawrence Repair, Pennsylvania Football News, Steel City Grease Traps, Carnegie Ironworks, Mother of Mercy Academy, Waste Management, the Polish Falcons of America, and Quick Drip IV. We're located 1205 East Carson Street, Southside Pittsburgh, 1205 East Carson Street, Southside Pittsburgh. They're open Thursday through Monday from 10 until 8. Give Bo and Newman a call, 412-223-5393, 412-223-5393. Visit them online, quickdripiv.com. They are staffed by state-licensed medical professionals, and life shouldn't stop because of what you did last night. The ultimate solution to taking back your day. Not only do they offer the hangover helper like they advertise there, they also have immunity and fitness and jet lag things. So if you're a business traveler and you take that red eye back from Los Angeles, or you're an athlete, high school, college, professional, and you need to recover and optimize your athletic performance, you can work Quick Drip IV into that process for you. Visit them online, quickdripiv.com. And, of course, as we say here at Three Rivers Broadcasting, please consult your medical doctor prior to undertaking any health or lifestyle changes. We're about set to begin the second half. The Opening portion of the second half here on Three Rivers Broadcasting is being brought to you by the Polish Falcons of America. They are our title sponsor. Them online at www.polishfalcons.org. So we're set here to start the second half. Allderdice will receive the kick, leading this one 14-0. They picked a fumble recovery for a touchdown. Got a safety. Short kick is loose. Picked up and hit hard. Terrell James on the return. That was Davon Fennell on the hit. Somebody locked in the bathroom? We'll see what Westinghouse has gone over at halftime. Here we go. Parker up the middle. He's stuffed. They'll get 1 yard if that. James Williams in there, along with Dante Taylor and others. That'll get the clock moving. And now if you're Jerry Hazlitt, again, up 2 scores, it is tick-tock, tick-tock for the rest of the game. They will have in the backfield in the Wildcat 2 receivers the other side. Noah Johnston. Parker will keep. He's got a little hole, but that's, again, closed up quickly. Fennell in there again, along with number 6, Roderick Jeter. That'll bring up 3rd and 8 from the 34. $14-0 in favor of Allderdice. Parker's pass is complete. It's going to be short of the first down. That was complete to number 5, Eugene Hall. Hall is a 5'10", 160-pound junior. That'll bring out the punt team. It'll be 4th and 1. If you're Westinghouse, you want to watch for that hard count. Khalil Taylor deep to receive. See if they can draw them offside, or if they'll simply snap it away. Snap is good. Punt is away. It's a good one. It'll take a dice bounce. Taylor fields it, and he is swarmed immediately for a short gain, maybe a yard or 2, where Westinghouse will take over. 31 yards, that punt. We want to offer our congratulations to Pennsylvania Football News owner Billy Splain. His daughter's getting married today, so PAFN's account a little light this afternoon, but I think Billy has a good excuse to not be working today. 9:50 to go, and Westinghouse will take over 1st and 10 from their 28. Morcillo, handoff, goes to Harris. He might get a yard. George Benjamin pretty much swallowed him up by himself. They'll call it a gain of maybe 2 or 3. That'll set up 2nd and 7. Second and 7 from the 31. See if we have any daytime scores. Springdale 35, Riverview 0. Final score. Harris up the middle. It gets another maybe 3 or 4 yards. That'll bring up third and a manageable 3 or 4.
Harris fights his way up the middle for a gain of 3.
I think that's it for the scores that we have right now. So Springdale comes away with a 35-0 win to end the season. They clinch a playoff berth. Morcillo looks like he'll get the first down on the dive. By about a half a yard, he'll move the sticks. It's a gain of 4. And it's just enough to move the sticks for first down. They'll set up first and 10 from the 39. Morcillo goes to Harris. Harris up the gut. That's a gain of 4. Westinghouse starting to rev the engines a little bit as they move the sticks, and they'll give him 5, so that'll be 2nd and 5 from the 43. We'll have a full breakdown of the playoff picture coming up on Three Rivers Broadcasting early this week. Morcillo keeps up the middle. He'll get 3. But again, it's 3rd and a manageable total. 3rd and 4. We're going to have a flag. That'll be a first down. It's going to be offsides against Allderdice.
Offsides against the defense. That's a 5-yard penalty. That results in a Bulldog first down.
That'll be a first down from the 49. Morcillo takes the snap. Handoff. Harris, room left side. He's got a first down and more into Allderdice territory. That's a gain of 16. And Westinghouse is on the move. Run up the middle is stopped by Jones. Amari Jones on the tackle. Morcillo takes the snap, drops back, pressure coming. That pass is deflected and caught. That was Tamir O'Neal on the reception, and that's going to be enough to move the sticks again. Handoff to the outside. There's a flag on the play. That'll be a hold. We'll be bringing it back. Westinghouse starting to figure out that if they run away from Benjamin, there are opportunities to gain yards. And considering the amount of space Benjamin takes up at 6'4" and 365 pounds, not a bad strategy from Coach Dante Green. That'll be 10-yard penalty. That'll make it 1st and 20 from the 33 of Allderdice. halfway through the third quarter. It's Allderdice 14, Westinghouse 0. 3 receivers to the right. Morcillo takes the snap, drops. Pass is caught by O'Neal. That was dangerous. He telegraphed that one. Lucky it wasn't picked off. Across the field. If Marshall is in better position at cornerback, he has a pick 6. But again, it'll be 2nd and 18 now. 3 receivers to the left. Morcillo rolls out to the left. Has room. Will he run? He keeps. Morcillo barrels over the linebacker. And there's a flag on the play. Johnson, that's going to go against Morcillo. That's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct. He ran over Devin Johnson and gave him a little shove afterwards. I'm going to say that might be a bit much. But that's going to be a personal foul against Morcillo. That'll be a taunting penalty. Westinghouse now faces 3rd and the Jersey Shore. Morcillo on 3rd and about 25. Drops back. Pressure coming. Pocket breaks down. Pass is complete across the middle. And that was Sincere Smith on the catch. Jerome Parker made the tackle. And Morcillo is down. The offensive line broke down and Morcillo got hit as he threw. They're still well short of the first down, but it's going to be 4th and I guess you could say manageable 12, but Morcillo is up. We're going to hope that he just kind of took a knock. A little hit to the chest, maybe knocked the wind out of him, but on 4th down now, because they had to tend to him, I believe Morcillo will have to leave the game. So this is going to be a very, very big 4th down. Khalil Taylor will step in. Looks like he'll take the snaps here potentially, as Morcillo will have to come off. I'd imagine he looks like he's good to go, but again, they had to tend to him, so he's got to come off. Khalil Taylor coming in on a very, very big 4th and 13 from the 26 for Westinghouse. K'Ron Collins also in there. Looks like Collins is going to take the snap here. Big, big moment for Westinghouse. Collins drops back. The pocket breaks down. Collins is hit. Doesn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage. And Allderdice will take over on downs. Big, big defensive play for the Dragons.
Allderdice will take over on downs.
Could that be a momentum killer with 4:11 to go? And as this game has progressed, you have to like Jerry Hazlitt's chances right now. His team has come up with big stop after big stop. Just got another one there. Caught a little break with Morcillo off the field. Here we go. Empty backfield for Parker. Parker will keep. There's a block. And he'll get a short 2. Parker earning every inch today. The junior is shouldering the load. And again, as we said at the top of the third quarter here, for Jerry Hazlitt with a 2-score lead, everything is tick-tock, tick-tock. As they knock a second here and a second there. And Jerry Hazlitt is the grizzled veteran of coaching in the City League, and this is his time of year. Short swing to Johnston. That was dangerous and almost picked off. And Robinson was there. And we'll move it backwards. It stops the clock. Dangerous play there from Allderdice. Didn't really develop the way they were hoping. And with a 2-score lead, don't know if that's the play you really want to run. You want to keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock ticking away. With a 2-score lead, now it's 3rd and 9 from their own 24. So it's first down or punting, and the Westinghouse fans are up once again. Empty backfield. Looks like Allderdice is going to have to take a timeout here as they're not going to get a play in. We're going to take a pause for the cause, and we will hear from Waste Management.
Are you looking for a job that can turn into a career? If so, why don't you hit the road with Waste Management? Waste Management is hiring experienced and entry-level CDL truck drivers and technicians. If you're at least 18 years of age, come join our growing team and get up to a $7,000 sign-on bonus based on experience. WM offers competitive pay and industry-leading benefits, including tuition reimbursement for yourself and dependents. Start your tomorrow today. Visit WM online at careers.wm.com.
So we're back here. It'll be 3rd and 9 for Allderdice from their own 24. Alex Fidrashevsky with you through RiversBroadcasting.com. Presentation of the Pittsburgh City League Championship game. Allderdice leading Westinghouse 14-0. Big 3rd down coming up. Noah Johnston in the backfield along with Parker to provide some protection. 2 receivers to either side. Parker drops back. That pass is a knuckleball and incomplete. That was intended for William Coleman. That would have been a first down if he completed it. And Allderdice will bring out the kick team. Khalil Taylor is deep to receive the punt. He'll set up at his 45. Snap is good. Punt is a sidewinder, and that's going to take a bounce. It's fielded at the 42, and a nice tackle there in the open field by Eugene Hall on Deshaun Blackwell. But a great field position. And for the first time really today, Westinghouse will take over at a position that plays into their hands. Morcillo back in at quarterback. He looks fine. Hands off up the middle. There is Harris. Call it a gain of 3. It'll set up 2nd and 7. Inside 3 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. This portion of the contest is being brought to you by Quick Drip IV. Please support our fine sponsor there, south side of Pittsburgh, located 1205 East Carson Street. Open Thursday through Monday. Pocket breaks down. Morcillo is hit in the backfield, and that'll bring it back to 3rd and 10. It's a loss of 2. Quick Trip IV is located at 1205 East Carson Street, Thursday through Monday, 10 until 8, offering a wide variety of IV nutrition services. Visit them online, QuickTripIV.com, QuickTripIV.com. We'll be doing a community spotlight feature on them very, very soon here at Three Rivers Broadcasting. Morcillo drops back. Pocket breaks down again. He's hit. He throws deep. He's got an open receiver. It is incomplete. No flags. Excellent defensive coverage there by Noah Johnston. There's a flag at the line. That'll probably be... That's got to be against Westinghouse here. It's going to be a hold. That's declined. And that will bring up 4th down with 1:38 seconds to go in the third quarter. And you have to think Westinghouse is going to keep the offense out there. So Westinghouse is going to go for it on 4th and 10 from the Allderdice 39. Down 14-0, 1:38 to go here in the third. This is a big play. Morcillo drops back. The pocket breaks down. Pressure coming. We got another holding penalty. It's a 1st down, and it's going to get negated. And sloppy play here from Westinghouse. They are shooting themselves in the foot and pushing themselves back here. They're their own worst enemy today. Multiple flags down on the play. 2 of them are a hold for sure. So we're going to have an illegal receiver downfield. That's declined. 1st down, Allderdice. The penalties here.
Referees made a, they're going to get this together. That was a definitely still 4th down.
Are hurting Westinghouse. It's a bit odd that they ruled that a 1st down. It should still be 4th down unless there's a second penalty. We have a bit of chaos right now. But the bottom line here really is if Westinghouse can keep itself out of trouble, Westinghouse would have had a 1st down here. Westinghouse's penalties are really hurting them. So penalty is declined. We're going to have a hold against. It's going to stay 4th down. Okay, so they're going to decline the illegal man downfield. They're going to accept the hold. That'll make it 4th and 20 from now the 49-yard line of Westinghouse with 1:29 seconds to go. And Westinghouse is going to go for it. They're going to leave the offense on the field. This is a big play. Morcillo drops back. Pocket breaks down around him. He's hit. He shovels it forward to Harris. Harris has open field. He's short of the 1st down. There's a flag on the play. There's another flag on the play. He's short anyway. He's short. It's going to be a sideline. It looks like they signaled a sideline warning against Allderdice. But Allderdice will take over. Another huge stop for Jerry Hazlitt's defense. So it's a sideline warning against Allderdice, but a turnover on downs. Coming off hobbling for Allderdice is number 56, Kevon Currington. But with 1:18 seconds to go here in the third quarter, Allderdice will take over, up 14-0. If Hazlitt was smart here, I'd run the ball twice and go to the fourth quarter. Handoff goes to Johnston up the middle. He's got 5 well-earned yards.
Johnston goes on the left tackle for a gain of 5.
There's a lot of frustration from Westinghouse on both the bench and the field right now. Some heads down from the offense. This is a position they're not used to being in too often. 45 seconds to go. 2nd and 5. Parker keeps. He's got a hole. And that's a short gain. He's thrown down by Fennell. That'll bring up 3rd and 1. And Allderdice can walk this off here and go to the 4th quarter if they so choose. 20 seconds to go. Allderdice will trot off the field, and after 3 quarters of play at Couples Stadium, it's Allderdice 14, Westinghouse 0 in the City League Final on Three Rivers Broadcasting.
Experts say that the most important time in a young child's life is elementary school, and the lessons they learn from kindergarten through 8th grade form the foundation for the rest of their lives. That's where Mother of Mercy Academy excels. For over 70 years, Mother of Mercy has provided a faith-based Catholic education to children in the South Hills. They offer an advanced curriculum, active arts, and full sports program with a Christ-centered experience. Mother of Mercy focuses on molding young minds intellectually, physically, and spiritually. Their goal is for children to become well-rounded individuals who are prepared for the next steps in life. Mother of Mercy Academy is at the St. Gabriel campus, 5200 Greenridge Drive in the Baldwin section of Pittsburgh. They currently have an open enrollment period and can be reached at...
We're back here at Couples Stadium. Handoff to Johnston. He's got a first down at past midfield, cover the points and down. Taking the tacklers with him, he had James Williams on his back and got another 5 yards. And we start the 4th quarter with a gain of 12.
Nobody was around the ball. This Allderdice line they've taken the fight out of these guys.
11:35 to go.
If they keep getting holes like that, I'm going to say yes, they do.
9 seconds on the play clock, and you know at this point you're going to try to run it down as far as you can. The keeper by Parker goes for a gain of 2.
Parker keeps for a gain of 2.
And, you know, we talked about it at the beginning of the game. If you're Jerry Hazlitt, you get up by a score, you get another one, and it's all about clock management. And that 3rd quarter flew by. We'll be going down to provide coverage of the Pittsburgh Riverhounds game tonight. This is the biggest game of their season. If they win, they have a home match next week in the playoffs in the USL. And I was concerned, you know, depending on how this game was going to go, when we'd get down to Highmark. I think I can even get dinner at a nice restaurant and still make it there in time with the way they're managing the clock right now. Here we go. Handoff. Johnston hit hard. Covers the points. Picked up by Khalil Taylor. Driven down hard. Fennell in there as well. But he picks up a gain of 5.
Johnston goes over left tackle for a gain of 3.
That's a gain of 3. That'll set up 3rd and 5 from the 39. Ten seconds on the play clock. Allderdice in no rush, up 2 scores. Parker takes the snap, finds a hole. He's got a first down. Parker down to the 29. And junior J. Rowan Parker over right tackle for a gain of 10. First down. Coach Hazlitt told us after their last game, hey, we've worked on this in practice all year. We know J-Roan can run this offense for us, and he can lead the way. And at the right time, we were going to turn him loose. And, well, they certainly did pick the right time. And Allderdice hands off again to Johnston. Johnston finds another hole. Big gain. We'll call it a gain of 10 and another first down.
Johnston goes over right tackle for a gain of 10. And another Dragon first down.
One thing they got to do, they got to show some fight. Come on, Stack. Right now, they're just pounding it right down the field.
I get it, and you might have to use your timeout now. You're Westinghouse, you have to use, you're down 2 possessions. You have to use your timeouts on defense. You have to, you're playing the clock. All of us is going to rip that clock out of there. You have to use your timeout.
8:44 left in this one.
Just under 9 minutes to go in this ball game, and Allderdice is back in the red zone. Parker has room to the left side. He stays on his feet, running hard there today. Jaron Parker, gain of 4.
Parker goes around left end for a gain of 4.
Blackwell slow to get up. Westinghouse is hurting right now. That big offensive line from Allderdice has been laying on them hard today. They've run the ball down their throat in this athletic Westinghouse team. They're struggling with getting the ball shoved down their throat, and they're going to go into the state tournament in the AA classification. You're going to take on a team that's most likely going to run the ball right up the middle, and this has to be a red flag for Coach Green. It just hasn't been their day. Handoff to Johnston. Johnston will be brought down. Nice tackle by Roderick Jeter.
Johnston is dropped for a 3.
That's a 3-yard loss, but it's tick-tock, tick-tock. Jerry Hazlitt runs the clock. 3rd and 9 in 2-down territory here because you're not going to punt. And it's just a little too far for Molly Virtue to hit a field goal. I've seen videos of her hitting from about the 20, but with pressure, and then she'd be kicking from about the 26. That's probably too far for her. But you'll be talking 2-down territory. They can run this under 6 minutes. If I was Allderdice, I wouldn't even throw the ball. There's a flag on the play. Is that going to go against Westinghouse? I don't think they... Let's see what they call. It's against Allderdice here.
Offsides against the offense.
That'll be an offside against the offense. So that'll make it 3rd and 14, but the clock still ticks, and if they want, they can run down another 25 seconds. And if I'm Jerome Parker, I wouldn't snap the ball. He does. Pocket breaks down. Parker is hit and tackled for a loss. There's a flag. That's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, and I don't agree with it.
That is a horrible call. These referees.
That's a Washington County call right there.
Brown made an amazing play on Parker, and they caught unsportsmanlike on that. All they did was walk away.
That's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct. He tackled Parker, and I'm going to go ahead and disagree with the official on this. He sacked Parker for a loss and got up and walked away from him. Unless he cursed at him and we didn't hear it, that's all I got. So that'll be now 4th down. The clock continues running. And again, if I'm Allderdice, I'm not snapping this ball here. I'm running that clock down to nothing. You're going to be down to almost 6 minutes. Snap taken. Brown is going to get tackled for a loss. And those last 2 plays, I'm going to go ahead and say Allderdice could have managed the clock a little bit better. They could have run off another 30 to 40 seconds, but elected to not. We could have been down under the 6-minute mark, but it nevertheless, Westinghouse still has to come over 80 yards just to get on the board once. Now, they have a big hit offense. It just hasn't been working for them. You have to figure in this situation, Keyshawn Morcillo is going to be slinging the ball all over the place. They need 2 scores in 6 minutes. They're going to empty the backfield. 4 receivers to the right of Morcillo. Morcillo takes the snap, drops back. He's got some time. That is incomplete. It'll bounce off the turf. That was intended for Sincere Smith, who's been very quiet today. Smith has been locked down by Brandon Massey, the sophomore. They'll once again empty the backfield. 4 receivers to the to the right of Morcillo, and Sincere Smith out on his lonesome on the left side. Morcillo takes the high snap. The pocket breaks down around him. He has room to run, and Morcillo has a first down. Morcillo carries for a gain of 16. That'll take it out to the 33. They'll move the chains. And we're under 6 minutes to go in the ball game. Coach Haslett not happy with his defense. Clock starts. Morcillo drops back. He's got time. He sends one deep. The defender fell down and he chucked it out of bounds. And that was a gift lost. Eugene Hall got tripped up while trying to provide coverage on Davon Jones. And a lost opportunity for a big, big gain. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 from their own 33. Final portion of the contest being brought to you by the Polish Falcons of America. Morcillo rolls out. He has time. Pressure coming. He's hit and brought down. Another big tackle there for a loss. That was number 26. Demarius Geeter, a sophomore linebacker. A lot of youth on this Allderdice team. And the Allderdice sideline starts to get loud. With 5:18 to go, it'll be 3rd and 9, and the Squirrel Hill contingent is starting to like their chances. Here we go, 3rd and 9. It's 2 down territory no matter what. Morcillo drops back, pressure coming, pocket breaks down. He scrambles away, has room, and evades a 4th one, a 5th one, but he will only get 2 yards. All that running for 2 yards. So 4th down. The clock is running. Dante Green will take a timeout. We're going to step aside to hear from Waste Management.
Are you looking for a job that can turn into a career? If so, why don't you hit the road with Waste Management? Waste Management is hiring experienced and entry-level CDL truck drivers and technicians. If you're at least 18 years of age, come join our growing team and get up to a $7,000 sign-on bonus based on experience. WM offers competitive pay and industry-leading benefits, including tuition reimbursement for yourself and dependents. Start your tomorrow today. Visit WM online at careers.wm.com.
We're back here at Three Rivers Broadcasting, and this is the biggest play of the season for Westinghouse. It's 4th and 6 from their own 37. 3 receivers to the right of Morcillo and Smith on the left. Morcillo drops the snap. He's pressured as he's hit and sacked for a big loss. The Allderdice sideline explodes. Number 56. Currington and Weems in on that hit together. And Morcillo slow to get up, and he's limping. He took a hard hit there. And with 4:38 to go, Allderdice takes over 1st and 10 on the 31 of Westinghouse. No protection from the offensive line at all. By the time Morcillo picked up the bad snap, he was in big trouble. And if you're Allderdice now, it is run this ball and kill off as much time as you can up by 2 scores. Parker carries up the middle. Gain of 3.
Parker kicks for a gain of 4.
They'll give him 4. It's also worth mentioning that Westinghouse defensive end Daryl Perkins, a senior, I see him on the sidelines with his shoulder pads off, and I haven't seen him out there at all in the second half. Morcillo's looking hurt. There is some pain on the Westinghouse sideline right now. And they have been bulldozed by this offensive line from Allderdice. 3:48 to go. There's going to be another flag. That'll be an offside against the defense.
Offsides against defense, that's a 5-yard penalty.
If they could have had another game, the way they played defensively, offensively.
3:30 to go. It'll be 2nd and 2 for Allderdice. Handoff goes to Johnston. He's brought down. That'll be 3rd and 3. It's a short loss.
Johnston is brought down for a 2-yard loss.
We are almost at the end of our Pittsburgh City League season, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see what we do for the state tournament. There's going to be some odd time off now because of the way the City League sets it up. They don't play a 10-game regular season and then go into their playoffs. It's going to be 2 to 3 weeks off for most of these schools right now, unless they can find a game. And I don't know if I'm giving away proprietary information or not, but when I was downstairs at halftime, Jerry Hazlitt was speaking to City League Athletic Director Karen Arnold and saying something along the lines of, we need to find a solution and we need to find someone. So I assume, because he had mentioned about time off as I was leaving that area, that he's trying to find some type of opponent to take on here. That'll be a timeout taken. We'll keep it here with 2:35 to go. And barring a miracle, Allderdice will climb the mountain and take the title back to Squirrel Hill with them. I'd like to take this time to thank our Three Rivers Broadcasting football team here, who have been so good to us all season, and to me as the owner of Three Rivers Broadcasting. First and foremost, I would like to thank Andrew Kurzowski, our sports director. Without Coach K, we wouldn't be where we are right now. Our brand new website, the community spotlight features, these are productions that Andrew has taken the lead on here. The Tom Baritza USA show, that came through Andrew's connections with Mikey D. All the time he commits to us as Parker carries and is brought down on 4th down with 2:30 to go. I want to thank him for working with us here at Three Rivers Broadcasting this year and helping us take this to the next level. I'd also like to thank our interns, Elijah Jackson, who is currently kind of MIA as he's the starting running back at Robert Morris University, and we're looking forward to getting Elijah back at the end of football season. And, of course, Jordan Yaniga, our rising star here at Three Rivers Broadcasting. Jordan's given up a lot of time for us this football season on Friday nights to do the Friday scoreboard show for us live from our studio. There's a lot of things a 20-year-old college girl could be doing on a Friday night, and Jordan spends it with us at our studio producing a high school football show. Pass downfield is picked off by Johnston, and that will seal the deal on the City League Championship. He'll get flagged, but with 2 minutes to go, I don't think he cares. And there is an exclamation point from the senior. And the City League title will be coming back to Squirrel Hill. So again, I'd like to thank Jordan for everything she's done for us. She's a women's basketball player at Point Park University, so she's about to start her season, so she's on hiatus with us. But again, thank you if you're out there, Jordan, or if her family's listening. Big thank you to our team there, to Elijah, to Jordan, and of course to Coach Krzyzewski for working with our management team here. Scotty for doing all the technical work behind the scenes. You're never going to see him. You're never going to hear from him. Scotty lives in Allentown, and he's into the computer stuff, so he's the one who keeps us on the air and tinkers and things like that and keeps us moving. And, of course, the CEO who's always checking in with all the updates from New Jersey and letting us know where we're going next and helping drive this bus at Three Rivers Broadcasting. I'd like to thank the better half for putting up with me during football season. For Sarah at home, there I haven't been around that much on the weekends, and this is another one, and I'm pulling a double dip today, so really patient. I appreciate her support as well. And, of course, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Report It, Gym Rat Performance Training, Lawrence Repair, Pennsylvania Football News, Steel City Grease Traps, Carnegie Ironworks, Mother of Mercy Academy, Waste Management, the Polish Falcons of America, and Quick Drip IV. Again, look for our coverage tonight of the Pittsburgh Riverhounds match. We'll be down there. The kickoff is at 7 o'clock. It's win and get a playoff home game, so hopefully we'll see some folks down at Highmark Stadium. If you see me, say hello. I'll be down on the field with the Brits and the Tartan Devils. If you see their banner, that's where I'll be. Brown will run up the middle for no gain. We'll have a timeout taken by Westinghouse. But with 1 minute and 20 seconds to go, this one's academic. It'll be their third and final timeout. We got a couple of scores that have come in. They're from the other side of the state, but we like to toss some scores out when we do our broadcasts. If you're following the kind of state playoffs, you'll want to keep an eye. Bethlehem Freedom, they're a pretty good team out in District 11 this year. They won the Battle of Bethlehem today, defeated Freedom defeating Liberty 28-13. Liberty just a shell of the program that they were back in the days when I was working at WGPA in Bethlehem when I was in college. That time, 2005 through 2009, they were a powerhouse program. They had 5-6 Division I recruits every year. Tim Monsman, the mad scientist there with his land of the misfit toys, as he used to call them. That program has fallen on hard times over the course of the last 10 years, as has the Bethlehem Catholic program. So Freedom really is the team in the Christmas City right now. And in the Battle of Allentown, Deeruff 49, Allen 12. So Deeruff, I believe, ends the season with 3 or 4 wins. Not a bad year on the east side of Allentown. On 3rd and 5, that ball is stripped. And Westinghouse might not be done just yet. So that strip is recovered with 1 minute 10 to go. Is there a little bit of life left? And there was really no other way Westinghouse had a shot at this thing other than to get a strip, and they got it. Now, you need to score in 1 to 2 plays, and then you got to recover the onside kick. So this is still a tall order. You're going to be throwing, so you won't chew up that much clock. But again, you got to score in 1 to 2 plays, and then recover the onside kick, and then get in the end zone. Morcillo drops back across the middle, intercepted by Johnston. He's off to the races. 30. Flag on the play. That'll negate it. 50. He's going to get it into the end zone, but that one is coming back. Regardless of whether it's a touchdown or not, senior Noah Johnston with 2 interceptions in the last 2 minutes of the game is leaving his mark. Jerry Hazlitt just got the ice bath. That'll either be a hold or a block in the back. But Allderdice will take over and can take a knee and claim the City League title. For Westinghouse, they will be shut out in the City League final, and their streak will end at 2. And the City League title will take a trip up to Squirrel Hill.
As the old saying goes, that's why they played it in. Of course.
Westinghouse can hang its hat on winning the regular season. However, as far as the concerned, the way they hand the title out, you gotta seal the deal. So Westinghouse, perfect record in the regular season, claim the regular season portion of the City League title, but they will stumble in the game where the trophy gets handed out. Victory formation for Allderdice. There's a knee, and Allderdice will have to run maybe one more play depending on when they set this down. The referee, given the last push, it was a little chippy. It looks like the referee has waited to put the ball down. So now, one last play. Allderdice will take a knee, and your Pittsburgh City League champions for 2021 in an upset. The Dragons of Allderdice are the City League champions. Congratulations to Coach Jerry Hazlitt and his team. They took on the toughest schedule in the City League this year. North Allegheny, Altoona, Steubenville had a game scheduled that got canceled against Oak Glen of West Virginia. All those tough games that Jerry Hazlitt had on the schedule paid off in October when they got into the playoffs. Jerry Hazlitt, the grizzled veteran, got the job done with an offense that he ran in practice but never pulled out during a game. In his back pocket for the last 2 weeks of the season, and he rode the back of Jerome Parker and Noah Johnston to the City League title. Congratulations to Jerry Hazlitt and the Allderdice Dragons on their City League championship here in 2021. Now, Westinghouse couldn't have picked a worse time to not show up. Couldn't have picked a worse time to not get their offense going. And Westinghouse couldn't have picked a worse time to commit penalties in big situations. They did everything that they could do to hurt themselves this evening. And Westinghouse has essentially nobody to blame for this loss but themselves. The penalties they took, there were over a dozen of them that they took in this contest, and they were their own worst enemy. For Allderdice, they executed everything that they had to do correctly, and they will go home with the City League championship. Now, both of these teams are still alive. Westinghouse will play in the AA playoffs. Their electric offense has a couple of weeks to pull it together and get it together and come back. And when they get into the AA playoffs, I firmly believe this Westinghouse team with their guns on offense can make noise. However, Coach Dante Green will have to preach toughness going into the state tournament, because if there's one takeaway from this afternoon's contest, it's that you can run on Westinghouse. If you have a big line and they're going to get into a game with a school from out in the country somewhere, or they're going to take on a school outside of Erie or Sharon who's going to run the ball down their throats, and if there are coaches watching and listening to this broadcast today, you now know your blueprint to try to take down Westinghouse in the state tournament. You still have to stop that electric offense because they're going to be back for more. But, well, knocking over the microphone here at the end of the season. I almost had a perfect season. I went the entire season without knocking the microphone over, but I almost did it here. But again, Westinghouse has got to pull it together going into the state tournament. If you're Coach Green right now in the end zone, you are preaching our season's not over. We have to come back. We have film and practice, and we get rolling once again. The biggest problem right now, I think, for all the City League teams, because Brashear's going to be playing from what I understand, Allderdice is going to be playing, Westinghouse is going to be playing. There is this lull because of the way the Pittsburgh City League operates their season. And I love being here in the City League, but I'm going to go out there on a limb and I'm going to say it. I think that the way the City League season is set up is not conducive to success for them in the playoffs. They are now going to be off for 2 to 3 weeks, where the WPIAL, District 10, District 9, District 5, these other areas, they're just starting their playoffs next week. And this is week 10 in their regular season, and the City League is now done with their season at 9 games. So if you break this out through the playoffs, now you have to kind of refocus yourself, and finding games is going to be very difficult at this time of the season. You have a couple of options if you're these city schools. You could always try to play each other again and see if the PIAA will allow it, or try to get some type of waiver to do that. Or you start reaching out to schools like Kiski Prep, the Lindsley School in Wheeling, West Virginia, to try to get some extra games in. Or you try to find a school maybe in West Virginia that gets knocked out of the playoffs next week. That's a bigger school that'll say, hey, yeah, we'll go one more week. But I think the athletic directors of these schools have to get creative now in the next 2 to 3 weeks to figure out how they're going to keep these kids sharp and ready and focused, because a month off without a game, you're going to lose the game fitness. You could practice and you can simulate that all you want, but if you're going to go 3 weeks without having that 12 times 4 and getting hit in a game situation, you lose a little bit of that edge. So hopefully the City League can find some solutions. Again, maybe Westinghouse and Dice do it again in a week and a half or 2 weeks and we play again, but they have to find a solution for these teams to be able to play. And going forward, I think a conversation should be had in District 8 in the Pittsburgh City League about shifting things onto that schedule. Yes, I know the City League has shrunk over the years. We're not at a dozen schools anymore. But you have an opportunity. You have to start finding games outside the city, and there are other schools. And I think we learned this year especially that the City League is on the rise. I said it last year. I think we learned this year, City League teams can now once again go outside the city, play elite competition, compete, and win. Brashear was very competitive with Erie McDowell. They knocked off Erie High. You had, Allderdice played Altoona to a 1-score game. Westinghouse scored a nice win outside the city when they took down Butler. They took down Union Local from Ohio big, and Union Local had a very, very good season. I think they only lost 1 or 2 games this year. There were some shimmers here from the City League that I think are good. University went and beat Sharon. So there's something brewing here in the Pittsburgh City League where they can now go out. Even Perry. Perry only won 2 games this year, defeated Uniontown. They played Southmoreland competitive. They lost by 2 scores, and Southmoreland finished 7-3. So there's something good going on here. So I think you can go get those extra games outside the City League. Take advantage of Butler. Take advantage of Uniontown and Albert Gallatin, who are outside the WPIAL now. Maybe you talk to Uniontown and Albert Gallatin about being essentially de facto members of the City League and say, hey, we'll fill in those 2 weeks and rotate that around. But again, it's been a great season here at the Pittsburgh City League for all of us at Three Rivers Broadcasting. I would like to thank all of the fans. I'd like to thank everyone at home. I'd like to thank my staff at Three Rivers Broadcasting, and I'd like to thank our sponsors, of course, for their support. we'll see what we're doing in the playoffs. I mean, there's a couple weeks. If there's any games that they do manage to pick up, we'll do them in the interim period, and then we're going to try to figure out the playoffs with Karen Arnold here in the next week and say, like, you know, who's going where? When are the brackets getting filled out so we can start planning? But again, if this is the final City League broadcast of the season, it's been a memorable one and a great season down here in the Pittsburgh City League. We saw a lot of great talent come through. All these programs are on the rise. There's a lot of youth in the city. Westinghouse is going to bring a lot back. Allderdice is going to bring a lot back. Brashear is going to bring a lot back. We hope and pray that Tamir Robinson has a full recovery, speedy recovery on that knee, and he comes back at 110% next year. But again, so we're going to wrap it up here. I got to get ready to head over to Highmark Stadium because I'm going to double dip tonight. We're going to provide some match day coverage of the Pittsburgh Riverhounds. But thank you again for tuning in. From all of us at Three Rivers Broadcasting, God bless, good night. The final score once again, Allderdice 14, Westinghouse 0, your Pittsburgh City League champions